Alright. I should probably make a channel, shouldn't I? Let me see if I can... Huh. Wait a couple minutes. But we got quite a few here. I've downloaded a couple. I'll do Madman first. Let's do Madman versus Jenny. So that one's a bit long, but I think it'll be fun. Get the Europeans out of the way so they don't have to wait too long into the VOD. While everyone in North America shows up. All right. In the bottom left here, we have Madman as the purple Protoss, and in the top right, it's Fatal, or Jenny, is the Cyan Terran. I'll get my mic a little bit closer. So it looks like this is a longer replay. As like, right, he's going with the normal wall off there. Well, they did this with WCS Game Heart. That's good. Right. So far, everything's pretty normal. Nothing too odd. Pylon makes its way to the low ground. So far, everything's pretty typical. Making its way into the base, scouting out. Or did I say the pylon? I meant the probe. I don't remember which one I said. Nexus is gonna get grabbed by Madman in a bit here. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. So far, everything seems pretty standard. Probe's getting attacked. Got SCB putting down the CC. No second supply depot yet. Probe doesn't quite get killed. Let's see what we got here. We got Cybercore. We got a second assimilator finishing up. My cat is meowing and it's really annoying me. We're getting another barracks. SCB is getting is trying to kill this probe, but is also getting attacked. We got a stalker on the way. We've got looks like Fatal's just going for like, is this like just 2 barracks or is this 3 racks? Because I've seen people do 2 barracks and then they'll do factory. I'm surprised. Okay, she's got a bunker going at the high ground. I guess that's to deal with the stalkers. I believe she knows to get them. Oh, I'm just casting a replay. I'm not actually playing right now. Yeah, she saw the cyber core, so she knows. She knows he's up to some shit. What's with that? Is that just a scout? Okay. We got Dark Shrine going on in the back. Let's go. Jenny's got 2 orbitals and a 3rd barrack. So yeah, this looks like either 3 racks or 4 racks. I guess we'll see. Depends on what she builds after this, but squish their bugs. No, those are the Zerg. These are the Protoss, and these are the Terrans. They don't have bugs. I don't even know if you would consider the Zerg insects, TBH. But I guess they're kind of insect-like. Most of them are. Probes coming out, assimilators getting grabbed, gateways going down, more stalkers. So far, it's Jenny's the one with all the weird stuff so far. And only three racks and no factories, no starports, and that does. I mean, we got an NG bay. You know, we got the +1 attack coming in, which I think is good. But nothing to deal with the stalkers so far. Like, I mean, we got a couple marauders, but I mean, he's got such a bigger army here, and maybe +1 in combat shield's gonna be enough to do it. Okay, we got concussive shell, that's gonna help a little bit. The DTs are gonna do a lot of damage, I'm sure, with this DT drop. I just don't know what the Marines are gonna be able to do against the stalkers if he ends up pushing. Like, gets the DTs, only loses two SCVs, chases. I mean, it's still there, but oh, DT snipes a couple Marines here. All right, we got the 3rd getting warped in here. Oh, we got some stalkers going out. Infantry weapons is about to wrap up. Okay, the warp prism is in its warping position. And we're getting some more stalkers. We got Blink on the way. We got 2 forges going down. 3 gateways. More racks going down. So this is just like very... did a factory even get built? No, it doesn't look like a factory got built. Oh wait, no, a factory did get built. Where is that? Oh, it's up here. But we do have a starport. We got another NG bay on the way, more supply depots. DT hacking away at things. Let's see what we got here. More stalkers warped in. I'm guessing he's gonna either try to blink up here, or she's gonna try and push in forward. And I am a bit, maybe I don't know the matchup well enough, but I would think stalkers would be able to take Marine hits pretty well, but the upgrade advantage might be too much for him to deal with. Going in with the sentry. Why is there a sentry inside? Alright, more stalkers warping in. Okay, there is a missile turret here, so that should help with the DT. But the damage is scans, and then I'm guessing we're gonna see a fight here. Oh, Okay, War Prism pulls back, going down for the third CC. Not a great idea by Madman to fight up ramp, but he's probably just trying to get her down there so that he can fight on the same level. Blinks away. Yeah, it's not really a great fight for either, and like especially for Jenny because she doesn't have tanks. But like at the same time, like stalkers don't shoot that fast. Like Marines with stim are a pretty big danger. And now that I'm thinking about it, and then there's the upgrade advantage. We got Storm on the way, pretty typical. We got charge lots. We got Stalker teleport. Or I forgot what that exact move's called. The Stalker blink, or not Stalker. DT blink, whatever that. I think. Oh, Shadow Stride. That's right, Shadow Stride. +1/+1 are almost done for Madman. More pylons. We got a planetary going down at the third. Interesting. Even though she knows he has DTs, she's going planetary. But I guess she has the missile turret, so it's not like, you know, he's gonna get any cheap shots on her. Alright, we're watching the Bio Army start to go in here. They start attacking these rocks. Some heals going off. Gotta get all the boys, make sure they're in good health before you push in here. Alright, moving up. And the main base is pretty much undefended, save for a Soul Shield battery. She absolutely needs to go in and take advantage of this, siege that tank. The army is here. They're going to probably blink on... Yep, tank gets blinked on top of. Stalkers running into the bio ball. But there is not a... This is not a good position to be in. I'm surprised Guardian... Oh, Guardian Shield can't go. There's no energy. Yeah, all of this just getting deleted. The DT's blinking in at the last minute to... to clean up the rest of the bio army. Yeah, not a great trade. I guess we really saw. It's like, yeah, you got too many stalkers for the Marines to deal with. All right, we got a bunch of mules getting dropped here at the third. She does have a lot of energy. I don't think it would kill her to eventually expand. All right, we got more War Prism move outs. We got a fourth here in an interesting position from Madman. We got a bunch of DTs attacking here. They are in range of the missile turret, and they don't really seem to get any SCVs, but they did deal quite a bit of damage to that planetary. Got more DTs warped in up here. We got Colossus range on the way. We got +2/+2 on the way. A Colossus is getting made by the Robo Bay. Fourth gets canceled by Jenny. We got a factory finishing up here. We got more tanks, more marauders. Oh, get the scan off! Get the scan off! Kills the observer. Yeah, you can at least, or she can at least deny her opponent his vision. We got more tanks, more marauders, more marines, more marauders. Nope, no bunker down here, which kind of surprises me a little bit. There's also not really a lot of tank sieged up here. Can that shoot down there? I don't know what the range of units inside a bunker is. I would hope they'd be able to shoot down here, because they have vision with the turret there. Alright, Extended Thermal Lance is about to finish up. Colossi finished not too long ago, I believe. I don't know where he put the robotics facility, but there it is. Oh, there's the robotics facility. Got a +3, and I think that's... I can't tell if that's +2 or +3. I want to say that's +3. Finishing up here. I really don't think it's good for Jenny. She has a pretty big worker deficit. The army's way smaller. She's floating a lot of minerals. She's behind on upgrades. Yeah, that is +3. He's got another Colossus on the way. More gateways. He's currently got 7 gateways. He's about to have 9. It's a pretty good amount. DT's trying to come in, but they get pushed back. A couple get killed. More DT's warping in over here. Taking a lot from the Dave Testa school of army compositions. Massive DTs. Brood War DTs were kind of bullshit. But these DTs, the DTs in SC2, I actually really like. Brood War DTs were like really tanky for some reason. I don't think she realizes this massive army's here. Looks like she's upgrading to another planetary. No, no. Oh, get the scan, get the scan. Yeah, there you go. That's a lot of DTs going down. If we look at the losses, Madman is technically behind overall in terms of just pure resource loss. But, okay, we've got a Viking on the way, we've got a Raven on the way. That'll be good, get some mobile detection, be able to save some more of the energy for the mules, especially because you only got 2 bases here. Or 2 orbitals here. 4 bases, 2 orbitals. Jenny's still pretty behind in terms of the worker count, but her army count's starting to creep up there a little bit. The deficit isn't nearly as bad, and she's... I think it's going to start to get bad, potentially, when the Colossi come into the picture, but everything else so far, she's kind of got a pretty good counter for, except maybe the Immortal. I guess the Marauders help a lot with the Immortal, and the Marines to an extent. The tanks and the Marauders are kind of like... If you got enough of them, I think it's great, because it's just like what, 1 Immortal? Yeah, it's just 1. It's not going to be that bad. Oh, that's a lot of stack defense. You don't want to go in and fight in that. Make him come to you. Oh, that's a lot of tanks. A lot of Zealots going in, but a lot of Zealots dying. The tanks are, unfortunately, not really focusing on the Stalkers and the Colossi, which are the big threats right now, and a lot of stuff is going down. I don't know why scans were going off with the Raven there, but they were. Auto turret gets tossed down, Raven gets killed, the medevacs start to pull out. No boost. Boost them. Boost them away. They're gonna get killed by the Stalkers. Yeah, there we go. Get away from those. Alright, we got tanks on the way. This is over. Like, how do you hold this? GG's, yeah. Just an F2A move across the map at that point. Sorry, I've gotten some messages on my phone. Alright, let's check out game 2. Oh, that was weird. Game, please load. Okay, StarCraft's taking a second. Oh, there we go. Alright, in the bottom right here, we have Madman as the purple Protoss, and in the top left, we have Jenny as the Cyan Terran. Teal, whatever. Say it's more of a cyan. Teal's more of like a greenish color, in my opinion. But whatever. This is why all colors should just be referred to by their hex values from Photoshop. then we'd never get it wrong. Alright, so far everything's pretty conventional from both sides. How long is this replay? This one's 11 minutes, so it's a decent length game. Looks like Jenny's going to the barracks. Pretty typical Terran wall. Madman's making his way across the map for the scout. He's getting his assimilator. Alright, probe makes its way inside. Does a little bit of scouting. Getting a little probe attack action on here from one of the SCVs. We got a Marine coming out. It's good to see. Alright, probe dies. We got the second CC going down. We got Nexus warping over here. We got an orbital about to finish upgrading. A cyber core at the high ground over here by the by the cliffs. We got a second assimilator getting grabbed. It looks like we're going with maybe a 3-Brax again, because we're seeing another one get grabbed here. We got a Stalker getting chronoed out, and Warp Gate is on the way. Reactor on the way on the first barracks, second barracks going, or third barracks going down, I should say. Making 2 barracks at the same time. Got more Marine production on the way. I definitely hope as like future RTS start to come out, we see a lot more games implement some of the features you see in WCS Game Heart, like indicators of what unit is coming out of what building in observer modes. All right, we got mules dropping. We got a Stargate on the way. Oh, it's a proxy Stargate. I didn't even notice this. I'm guessing we're gonna see like either that's for Oracle, it's for Void Rays, because it seems really late for like a proxy Stargate. Normally you do that. Normally you'd build pylons and shield batteries down here, but everything is like really late for that. Yeah, this is just an Oracle so far, and that's fine. And maybe he's gonna make some like Void Rays and just have this here so that she doesn't realize he's going air for a bit. He can like have that tech start to go in place. All right, we got Stim on the way, combat shield. We got more Marines on the way. We got +1 attack. Mules mining. Warp Gate's about to finish up in about 10 seconds. A couple Marines here. We got a Marine like just patrolling and scouting around. Warp Gate's transforming. We got a shield battery at the low ground here, next to the Nexus. And we've got some more Stalkers. We lost. Oh, it looks like four SCVs got killed by that Oracle. I guess I'm an Oracle. Or wait, what did they get killed by? I'm sorry, I gotta rewind that. What killed those? Okay, yeah, it was an Oracle. All right, kill. Oh, it almost killed that one. It only like left it with 1 health. I guess. He mainly wanted to disrupt her mining. So it kills 4. Why is the font weird on that? Font looks different for some reason. I don't know. Probably just my eyes playing tricks on me. It's like everything else I think uses the same font. Like... yeah, everything else uses the same font, except that number 4. It uses a different font than the number 4 is down here. Hey GC, welcome. If if you want to hop on a call so you can be on the stream, just let me know. But if you want to watch in game with me, you can, because I'm gonna have I have a text channel I set up in game. Just if you type like join Lovelace, and I'll add you. Or I can just we're friends on that. I can just add you if you want. Gosh, that's so many oracles. 3 oracles. Now I'm on my laptop right now. That's fine. Watching is fine too. I just like had the idea of like, oh man, like the losses and are gonna hurt less bad, and the wins are gonna feel better if it's like a communal experience of watching your replays with a bunch of other people, and getting multiple perspectives can help people learn. All right, Jenny doing some good damage here, denying third, forcing the cancel, killing some probes. Madman warping in more stalkers. He's got the shield battery here this time though, so I think he's gonna have a bit of a harder time dealing with this. No overcharge yet. Oh dear. A lot of... Okay, now the overcharge comes in a little late. He pulled the probes, but ended up sending them back. A lot of damage on this army here. Some more Marines coming in to reinforce, but not really quite enough. We got more Oracles hanging out here. I don't think Jenny's realized that there's a Stargate there. Alright, we got another CC building down over here. Madman's gonna try expanding again. He's got charge on the way. I'll join my replay goes up. There's been a delay on the stream. Yeah, like, just the nature of the internet is such that nothing is instant, especially when you're streaming, because it's got to go from me to Twitch to you. Whereas with Discord, it's like it's kind of... It is going to Discord than you, but it doesn't have to jump through quite as much hoops. Discord's like needs to be a little less latency sensitive. Alright. Workers getting moved over. Alright, Oracles take out a worker, put a stasis ward down. I think she could see that. I think she saw that go down. I think it's mainly just to delay, but she could just send a single Marine in there to get stunned and then just send the SEV in to finish it. I'm kind of surprised she hasn't figured it's like, oh, there's a proxy here, but I guess like with Terran, it's oh, there, yeah, there we go. Well, now you can send the SCV down at least. Let's see. Yeah, those oracles aren't going to be able to do much. I don't know why she doesn't just go for the pylon. Yeah, he can't really do anything. He just has to go home. Oh no, and it's at the worst possible time. It's right as they unfreeze. Those oracles are kind of stuck there. He might have to just recall them or something. He could try putting like a stasis ward like back here or something. Hope she doesn't notice. So far the base saturation is looking pretty good for Madman for the most part. It looks like he forgot a gas over here. I got +1/+1 on the way. What does the upgrade situation look like? It's probably network issues. It's not so much network issues. It's just that like Twitch, as like the nature of the beast is such that like you're going to have more delay versus Discord, where it's like, sure, Discord has streaming video, but like the number of people using that are way lower, and if Discord's like streams shit the bed, like way less people are gonna care than Twitch, whereas like Twitch makes its money off of people sharing video. So like I just think like the nature of things is such that like, oh dear. Oh, the tanks are sieging. I don't think this looks really good for Madman here. He might take out the base, but I think he's gonna lose his army in the process. I don't know if that's worth it. All of those zealots go down. He doesn't have nearly as many as he did last game. And yeah, he's just really forcing her to push back, or she's just really forcing him to push back. Concussive shells is on the way for Jenny. Tanks are unsieging. The Nexus has warped in for the 4th. We got more gateways going down. Looks like we got a robo facility going down. More proning of upgrades. Jenny's got a pretty big army here. No medevacs to really back it up though, so I'm worried a lot of these units are just going to die real fast, especially... There's not a lot of stuff here, so it might be, well, okay, here we got 6 more zealots. I don't think Madman sees this though. Yeah, he has no idea this army's here. Alright, and now we got some medevacs. Well, hopefully, still not a ton of medevacs. A lot of stuff still going down. There's not a lot of health, but we do got reinforcements coming in the back. More medevacs on the way. Stack defense is going to go down. Shield batteries destroyed. A lot of workers getting caught on the way. Well, you know what they say, GC stem to win. No, but she does stem a lot, at least this game. I don't think I've watched enough of Jenny's replays to really get a feel for her style of play, but these do have a lot of these units don't have a ton of health, and the fact that the medevacs are almost out of energy doesn't help that. All right, tanks are getting sieged, shelling. There is a lot more units this time, but there still isn't a lot of static defense from Madman. She's got this a lot of other games too. All right, so far Madman's got a win and Fatal's got a win. All right, give me a sec here. Alright, next game. This is a 9-minute game. Alright, in the top right here, we got Madman as the purple Protoss. No, I haven't cast yours. I went the Europeans first because I knew they probably wouldn't be here. And in the bottom left, we have Fatal as the Cyan Terran. And so far, it looks like everything's pretty conventional. Okay. Probe making its way across the map. And he is going to see the SCV and the probe bump into each other awkwardly. Barracks is still being built. Whoa, Madman's probe makes its way back across. Oh wait, no, no. It looks like it's circling around, and the SCV and the probe are gonna have a bit of a slap fight here. Looks like the probe lost. I think the SCV may have just started getting in hit sooner. We got an orbital upgrade going on. We got the barracks getting moved around. We got reactor going up. We have the second CC going down. What do we got from Madman here? Cybercore still warping in. Oh, I didn't realize the SCVs had more health. Alright, we got the Nexus, second pylon. We got 2 simulators. Second pylon finishes. We got factory this time, so we're not going 3 racks this time. We're going factory. It looks like 111, probably, but we'll see. We got second gas getting grabbed, and then we have the supply depot going down. Second CC finishes and immediately starts upgrading into another orbital. Factory is about to wrap up here. We got a robotics facility. Interesting. And then we have a stalker on the way as well. A second stalker, I should say. We have another gateway at the front here at the low ground. And we have an SCV patrolling. Two mules get dropped. In the main, we have a starport up here getting built. Warp gate's still about halfway through. A observer is on the way. The unbreakable, buildable plates are getting attacked. We got a robotics bay on the way. I'm guessing. I'm actually not sure why. Colossus maybe, but this seems really early. Like this just seems early for Robo Bay in general. It's got to be for an upgrade, but I can't imagine it's Colossi at this stage. SCV Scout still patrolling. Okay, we got a Phoenix, or not a Phoenix. We have a Banshee on the way, and the cloak upgrade. Unbuildable, not unbreakable. I meant to say unbuildable. I accidentally said unbreakable. It was an accident. I'm sorry. I may need to get more caffeine before the stream is over. Don't worry about it. Alright, more mules going down. The observer is making its way into the main for some sweet, sweet vision. A lot of Marines on the way. Let's see what Madman can see. Yeah, he sees basically everything. He sees the Banshee go out. Let's see if this is just gonna go like... Oh, he did get the robotics bay for Colossi upgrades. It just seems so early. Like, he doesn't really have much of an army at this stage. Like, he's got 4 stalkers and a observer. Why do you have... How come Colossi at this stage? Not that it's not good, it's just like... It just seems like an interesting second thing to make out the Robo facility. Alright, the Banshee is in position. A warp prism is being built. We have +1 on the way, we have siege tanks, we have a 3rd CC going down here just outside the natural. We have the 3rd Nexus getting warped in. I'm guessing she's gonna wait for this to get full energy. Colossi drop? Oh, that probably is. That would explain why the warp prism's there. Yeah, she's gonna like maybe move over here or over here or something, pick up the Colossi and try and fly it in somewhere. Deal a lot of damage, cause a lot of chaos. Okay, the Banshees are about to go in though. Let's see if Madman ends up retreating or if it forces some engagement here. Alright. He is going to push up anyway. If you're not doing a Colossi drop, you want to be defensive because you don't have Blink. Yeah. He's having to warp in some wait, how's he see? Oh, he chronoed out an observer, it looks like. Or maybe he had one there and I just missed it, but Jenny is forced to pull back, but 14 probes is really good. The Stalkers are starting to come home, but the Colossi and the Warp Prism are still staying, so he's still committed to this. Alright, we got more Stalkers warping out the Warp Prism. Imagine no Observer. Well, he did make Observer first. He just sent it way over here. And oh, maybe he recalled it. That actually makes more sense. Instead of waiting for one to get chronoed out or bringing it back, you just recall it. Alright, looks like Jenny's is moving out. Yeah, he does need Twilight Council. He doesn't really have any upgrades for his regular units, but oh no, that was a bit of an unforced error if you ask me. More Stalkers getting warped in, static defense going down. Oh no, she's got to catch this soon because otherwise it's going to be a big problem. That static defense is going to be in and done in time. I don't know, he didn't go Forge Twilight after 3rd. Well, maybe you can ask him. Or maybe he'll reply if he watches the VOD. Yeah, all of this is getting surrounded and getting absolutely decimated by these Stalkers and Colossi. It's actually going really well for him. The stack defense was able to finish too. Damn. That's not great. Jenny's not that far behind. She did do a lot of damage to Madman, but that is a lot of that's a lot of bio dead. But I would say it's more in her favor. She has quite the worker lead here, and she has way too much money. Please spend. But she's gonna start spending, it looks like, so shouldn't be too critical. After this replay, I'm gonna get more caffeine because I'm getting a little sleepy. All right, this looks like this could be really bad. Jenny needs to get in position real soon, otherwise Madman's gonna cause a lot of problems. We got a 4th CC going down. I don't think she has any idea that this army is about to show up at her front door, and I don't think she. Yeah, this is over. This is over. Like she could just A move into this and just win. She could just blink on top of this tank. It's barely gonna hurt anything. The Colossi is gonna do massive damage. She does not have the production to fight this right now. I move that tank back. Yeah, it's easy. Oh well, no, he can't blink on that. And she GG's. Understandable. Like even if she had not gotten completely wiped by that, it would have been such a pain that it's like, what are you gonna do? But I'll BRB. We're gonna do match 4 in a second. Let me see, what other games do I have here? Do I have any from you? Oh, I do have one from you. That's 30 minutes worth. Yeah, pulling workers would have not against Colossi is like a really desperate move that is not exactly viable. GC, if you want, we can do yours next. If that was easier for you. But for now, I'm gonna mute and I'm gonna get myself a drink. I'm very sleepy, so I'll be right back. I am back. Alrighty. Yeah, just hop in the Discord call whenever you're ready. And if you want to watch in game, then hop in game.
Go back.
Ah, there you are. Sick. Do you want to join in game or?
No, I'm not at the computer.
Pardon? Oh, you're right. You said you're not at your computer.
Yeah.
But anyway, let me pull up your game real quick.
I actually don't really remember the content of this game. I played it.
I need to turn you down a little bit. You're a little loud. Give me a second here. It's probably the.
Well, on the other computer, my mic is pretty bad.
Yeah, it's got like the gain turned way up or something. It's not the end of the world. It's just very comes in loud for me. Anyway, so we've got you against a red Terran named Dirty Pants here. And yeah, everyone watching, we got the top left. We got Alpha GC as the blue Protoss on the Doggo map. So,
All right, this is the Doggo map.
The dogs don't block your buildings like the cleaning boss do, right?
No, they do. They will try their best to.
I didn't even know that. That sucks.
It's a critter. It will try to block your building. It sucks. I don't know if you saw that tiny clip of, I think it was Zess losing a game because a dog blocked a pylon and the two adepts got into his main base.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Alright, you got the gateway warping in, assimilator, send the probe across the map.
A pretty cool opening. Oh, I can't remember what this game was about.
It looks like you might be going for proxy gateway here.
No. Nah. You're on proxy gateway. Even if it is proxy gateway, it's too early and it's too late to proxy gateway. There's a build I like to do. It's called the Max Packs. Basically, at the very start of the game, you send your worker out to the other side of the map, and you build a pylon and a gateway so that you can build two zealots and cancel your opponent's natural.
Okay.
And
interesting. Alright, Cybercore. This is the first time I think I've seen a toss build back here. You sure you're not a Zerg main? Okay, the Reaper's going down.
Boo, what's the Reaper's name?
What's the Reaper's name? Jimmy.
What's the...
Jimmy is the Reaper's name. That's what I'm calling him. Let's see what Jimmy does.
No. This is Jimmy. Instead, it's a Reaper. So it's Timmy.
Oh, okay, Timmy.
It's Timmy. Timmy the Reaper.
Timmy jumps down after not killing anything. Well,
which is how a Reaper's supposed to go.
All right. Well, it looks like Timmy's having his lucky day. Gonna kill two probes here. His pistols will taste toss blood.
Dang, these probes not having a bad day, and I lied. That Timmy really did get some damage done.
Alright, so we got the second CC building in the Terran's main. No starport's gone down yet. I say that he just put one down in the back. He's got more supply depots. He's making Marines. You've got a Dark Shrine and a Robo Bay on the way.
Pretty cool stuff.
And you have a Twilight Council that got put down.
Oh, yes, I remember this game. I remember this game.
Another fucking probe goes down. The Adept's doing its best.
And he scouts my Dark Shrine.
Yeah, that's not great.
I think I just end up canceling it here. It should have forced the Terran player to react.
Yeah, he's got a tank. He's got more marine. He's got 5 Marines. He's got another tank on the way. He's got a medevac on the way. No add-ons for the starport yet, which is a little bit surprising. He's got an NG bay. You've got your 3rd Nexus going down. You got Blink on the way. Only 2 gateways. You got, what else are you making here? Oh, your supply caps. It happens. So the pylon finishes up, and the Immortal's on the way.
Do decent stuff.
He's building another NG bay at the low ground. Your depths are going in. Not really able to do much against the tank though.
Oh yeah, I remember this game totally. Look at the percentage on the eBay. It's almost done.
Yeah. Alright, let's see here. Stalkers making their way across the map.
This is 2-gate blink. My 4 gates are late just because I'm a dummy. This is really aggressive and I should not push in because look how many tanks are there.
Yeah, that's not a good time for anyone. Except the Terran, I guess, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
Gateway's going down, Robo Bay in the back, pylon up next to the main. We got some static defense at the 3rd and the natural, good. Getting your gas, getting your assimilators.
Absolutely love it. But whenever I build a building, I try my best to block the gas geyser. Don't know why. I just try really, really hard to.
I assume not on purpose.
But no, that gas just doesn't need to get to the Nexus. I mean, it's purposeful.
I see. It's done with intent. All right, we see.
Gotta waste that 75 minerals.
We see the. The army moving out. The medevacs leading the charge.
In Protoss versus Terran, this is called a tank push. And with Berlingrad, I see why I don't need to take that base. They can just siege up right there.
You may want to adopt the Zerg strat of getting on a line base. Jesus, he just deletes everything here. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I have sympathy pains for Protoss. I mean, at least you got a lot of static defense. Like you really haven't lost like that. You lost the Adepts, which sucks, but like the pylons.
Adepts doesn't really matter, right?
Yeah,
like it's known that Adepts fall off.
The Immortals. No, it was out of range. The Blink. He's got to unsiege, warping in more Stalkers. You have lost a lot. You do get the tanks though. Good target. Well, not quite. Yeah, a little bit of help.
It's. Do you know
SCV
that
making his way across the map to do the emergency repair on the tank. He called the tank called AAA. He's like, I need a tow. He just sent an SCV to fix me up real quick. Why is that SCV?
Me up, Mom, I'm scared. Did you know that the tank in it's not siege mode, I forget what it's called, actually does more damage per second than in siege mode?
I'm not surprised, but just so little damage and you don't get splashed, so it's like, why even bother?
Yeah.
Like, I guess
Well, I mean, in a base race, because buildings don't clump, right?
I guess.
Just casually sacrificing all the SCVs.
Yeah. He doesn't exactly have a lot of workers. He can't really afford to sacrifice too many of them. I'm surprised he didn't send a Marine or just do a scan. He's got... Oh, I say that. He's spending his energy for the most part. Like, he doesn't... He can't really do a scan, but... An SCV... why not send a Marine? A Marine's... What? It reads 50 minerals, right?
They're both 50 minerals,
Yeah.
but an SCV mines, right?
Yeah. But to me, that's like... If you're gonna spend 50 mineral... I guess the SCV builds faster, right? Or, I say that. I don't actually know if that's true. I don't
Wouldn't
remember which
actually
builds
look
faster.
that up right now because I don't know.
Which builds faster, an SCV or a Marine?
An SCV takes 12 seconds.
I want to say a Marine's longer than that, but I don't remember.
Wait, can't you check it with this overlay?
I don't know if I can. How long does a Marine take to build?
18 seconds.
18. Okay, yeah. So that's probably the reason people don't do it with Marines for the most part. Also, SCVs move faster. That's also good. I don't know about vision. I would assume the vision is pretty similar to the point where it's not a big difference.
Well, it's mainly a checking unit, right?
Yeah. Alright, good drop here.
My goodness. Imagine adding on additional gateways.
You got a lot of stuff here, though. A lot of Stalkers, a lot of Colossi, a lot of Zealots. Getting some Immortals, getting
I
the
can
Stalker,
clean
or
that
the
up.
Colossus range. Why didn't he get an... why didn't he get an Orbital out of his Triangle base? It seems a bit odd to me.
Oh no, because Protoss.
Because, like, Jenny got, she got only 2 Orbitals that one game. Which I guess... I mean, maybe that makes sense if you're going 3 racks, because, like, you're mainly just... Your main concern is just minerals. Oh gosh, that's a lot of SCVs that are gonna die. Gosh. Roasted. Yeah, you could just walk all those, tanks don't matter. Well, I mean, the Colossi are taking some damage, but at least they're able to dish out the hits, too. I'm surprised you didn't just walk them up there.
Ah, that's too many tanks, right?
Yeah, you just...
I know he's on tank production.
Oh no. Oh no! A Colossus! Oh, I didn't even see that drop happen. I'm not used to casting without WCS game board. I really feel for the observers back in the day before WCS game board. Those Immortals are trying their best. There's too many of them.
Yeah, I think I need to reload this stream. It's super behind.
Yeah, it'll do that. We've seen another drop here in the natural. Stalker or Zealous going in, excuse me. And then
Stalker's nearly the same thing.
They're both gateway units, they're all the same.
One of them can teleport, one of them menacingly dashes towards you.
It is pretty menacing to 2PH. Unless you've got concussive shells, I guess. That's not that scary. It's more like they're like slow-mo rushing towards you. Now we get to reenact more of the worlds. Just fucking singe them. Alright. So,
Seen that.
Pardon?
I've never seen War of the Worlds.
Oh, there's these like robots called these like big vehicles called tripods, and they're like very similar in terms of like their function to the Colossi. And I wouldn't be shocked if some designer at Blizzard told you it was their main inspiration. They have like laser beams that like burn people to ash, and they're like these big towering like vehicles, big walkers basically. It's a pretty good movie. It's a pretty good movie for the most part. There's maybe like a few things that I don't like about it, but I'd say overall it's a pretty good movie. The Steven Spielberg one is like a 9/11 analogy to an extent.
This guy just decided to abuse too many tank pushes.
Alright, more stalkers. I don't know about moving in on the static defense there, Chief. I don't know about moving in on the static defense there, Chief.
Yeah.
It's not really going great for him. Like, I think he was doing good there. He could have stayed on the cliff and just shelled from a distance. Done a lot more damage. Now he's got to pull back because the good. I haven't tested it, but I'm pretty sure Viking versus Immortal is not a great matchup.
No.
I'm pretty
It'll
sure
take
that-
like 5 Vikings to kill an Immortal.
Yeah, like I know like Vikings technically do anti-mechanical damage when they're on the ground, but it's like they still don't do that much damage on the ground. Like
And Immortals do bonus damage against Vikings as well.
yeah, because they're armored.
It was an interesting move out.
But why did he drop the mules? Was that for repairs? Because he didn't do any.
I think he wanted to repair the Vikings in the medevacs, but
He just decided to go in, I guess, change his mind.
yeah.
Okay. Oh no, this disruptor hit's gonna be fat. It wasn't as fat as I thought, but still pretty good. Oh no, you microed into the Marines. Oh dear. Why didn't he siege the tank?
It did tank that push?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't even
yeah,
realize.
Right there. It's underneath the medevacs, but it's not siege, so it's not really doing much. The shield battery overcharge. Zealot's going out. Tanks
For
pushing.
this game, I'm like poor Terrans. They have to deal with this stuff on the ladder all day.
I mean, this guy had stuff he could do here. He's just making weird decisions.
That's
Like
basically
this Viking that's
anybody
literally
doing
attacking,
matches
fighting a zealot for no reason. Look at this. He didn't even win that fight. Now he has to pick up and go home, and the fight, and then it gets killed anyway. It's like, why didn't you just pick up the? Because like Vikings, the second you push the button, they turn into an air unit, so the zealot can't touch it.
Did you know that smart servos exist? It's an upgrade not many people know about.
I assume
it
you're being
up-
sarcastic. I know it exists. Yeah, I just know a lot of people don't get it because it's not like something you get until like late game when you've kind of gotten everything else. Why is he not mining out of these gas geysers? They still have a decent amount of gas in them. Well, this one doesn't, but the other one does.
I don't know. I think he just wants to build Marines at this point, but
He's also letting you attack those SCVs for free for some reason. Even though he has a whole army.
he doesn't want to kill a measly zealot. See, this guy, he spent his life for ire.
I see.
Of course, and then he still had to go, but
Alright, we got mules dropping.
at this point, look how behind the Terran is and how
Yeah, he
So-
has 20. Like, I mean, you don't have a lot of workers either, but like, you haven't even done any like stuff to his workers, right? Like until more recently, almost. Just,
and he was gonna suicide all his armies into me.
Your disruptor micro could use a little work, but I don't think it matters that much. Like,
Speaking of Disruptor Micro, I did the hardest thing a Protoss can ever do.
and that is.
He unbinded by F2 all army hotkey.
Oh my god, incredible.
It's changed my life. I've been losing more MMR. Actually wonderful.
Actually, I remember you writing that. I think I remember reading that. Let me do a shorter replay here, cause like, depending on, I have a friend who's gonna start streaming soon, and I want to catch that, and I don't want to. I'm gonna do a shorter. I'm gonna do this 8-minute one, and that Jenny submitted, and then depending on how things are going, we'll go from there.
Titan versus Zerg.
Yes.
Minutes, wonderful.
The best matchup, Terran versus Zerg.
Zerg versus Terran is actually godly.
Alright, in the top right we have Mirror Man Ing. That's the red Zerg, and in the bottom left we have gosh, my stomach just growled really loudly there.
Free bud. Fatal.
Yeah. This is a blue Terran rocking the Special Forces skin. I'm pretty sure. I think that's Special
I'm not
Forces.
familiar with skins.
I like the Special Forces skin. I feel like if I played Terran, that's the one I'd want. But that's probably because I like the Nova campaign a lot.
Oh, I bought the Nova campaign a year ago, and 2 still hasn't finished it.
Oh yeah, you need to do that. That's fun. Like I thought it was like a really good twist on like, you know, like
Mechanics?
yeah, like it was really unique, and it was a shame that like they didn't do anything after that, because I was like, I would love to see more of that. I want to see like more of that style of like campaign from Blizzard, but I doubt we'll ever see it again. I have like no idea what Microsoft's plans are to do with Blizzard. Why is this guy going gas hatch before, gas pool before hatch?
This is a aiming bust, I want to say, but taking the hatchery doesn't really make a whole lot of sense because gas pool is very aggressive, right?
It is. I mean, it can work. I'm just wait.
Oh,
What
right.
did he even cancel there? I think
I-
I need to see what he canceled. I want to go back a little bit. Or yeah, I want to go back. What did he cancel?
He's layering?
Oh
this
yeah,
is
no, yeah,
urban
that
layer.
is what he canceled. He canceled the lair. I thought he canceled a unit. Well, he did cancel a unit. He canceled a drone and then he laired. And
Oh, yeah.
then
So,
I,
this is Mutez, right?
I don't know. I've never seen a build like this, but I'm gonna admit my knowledge on builds isn't the best.
It could be like, anything layer is gas heavy, right? So I would think you would be taking the gas immediately.
He is getting a second gas.
Yeah.
At least it may have not shown on the stream yet, but okay, yeah.
No,
he
it
got
is.
his- he-
I'm not that far behind.
Yeah, he got his second geyser. But what is
Like-
he doing with the lair?
Mutez. It can't be anything but Mutez.
I still feel like they're more efficient. Like it seems like a very risky play. He's also getting a third hatch.
Oh.
Like I'm like, if you're going mute, like no, he's getting infestation pit.
What?
What? What the fuck is this? I didn't even read what Jenny said that she had in this. I'm sorry, I haven't been looking at Jenny's stuff, but I so far this is pretty normal. You got barracks, you got a factory, you got a second geyser grab. This is pretty normal Terran stuff. I bet she's looking at like, it's like, what the fuck is going on? What's this man doing?
There's no link speed, which usually says Mutez.
Or like straight to roaches, but like at the cost of like any early defensive or pushing ability.
Yeah.
Alright, third is gonna finish up in a little bit here. Infestation pit.
Still don't know what it
I don't
is.
like it. The only things that require that are hive tech and swarm hosts and infestors. And I can't imagine it's infestors.
You know what it might be? It might be Hive going into a Ultra Rush.
He is going into hive. He's
It's
getting a
an
lot of
Ultra
gas
Midas.
too. Yeah, he could go or ultra. No, he's getting a spire now.
What?
Where is that spire? Okay, yeah, it's in his main.
You know that you can just click a structure and it'll teleport you there?
I did click it. Also, for when
Behind.
you're zoomed out in observer mode, sometimes it doesn't do it quite right for some reason. Like if it's a map that's like on the corner, it won't like quite show you exactly where it is, but it'll show it selected. It's weird. Okay, so what do you? If I, it could be broods. Like
Yeah,
if
that
he,
just popped into my mind. But like
That would
this
be
is
weird
so
because it's like
risky.
he could.
Look how behind the Zerg is in supply.
Yeah, he's. It's a very weird, risky build, and I feel like if the Terran wanted to, or if Jenny wanted to, she could like march up to him and just kick his ass. Like, imagine if you just went like Burr Marine Printer and just walked up to your opponent's base with this.
Like if you blow on Mirror Manning just falls over and dies.
Like he has nothing. He has no attacking units at all. All he has is drones and overlords. And he's not making anything right now. The Spire finished. All he has is gas. He's just got a shit ton of gas income. Okay, yeah, it's Brutes. He's morphing the Greater Spire. And now he's making queens. I just realized that he didn't make queens this whole time. I guess he was spending his money on drones, so it was going to something at least. It would have been nice to have queens at least for some defensive stuff. She's making a lot of Hellions here. This might actually work, but she has a Liberator, and I mean, I guess he has to make Corruptors before he can make. I guess he has to make Corruptors first. Does he even have any static defense? No, he does. Well, okay,
No.
he has the Spine Crawler, but that's it.
You know what this Zerg is? This Zerg is just a person who saw Broodlords in like the trailers and stuff, and is like, yeah, I want to play that in multiplayer. By the way, this Zerg is mining too much gas and too little minerals.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to really make a lot of Corruptors or Broodlords.
With this,
Like off 3 base, and oh god, I remember the caption of this. It was going to be Big Barbecue, but now we know why it's Big Barbecue. Because he didn't fucking make anything. All he has is drones. There's nothing else. Oh my god, and they're all in a line. He has nothing.
oh my goodness.
This is
Oh.
such a hard self-own, and there's no Spore back here. He didn't make a lot of queens, so he has no
drones.
anti-air, and the drones are just moving into. What is this? What is happening?
Tell me this is like
I think
gold 3.
No, this is diamond.
Radiates gold 3
This
energy.
is diamond on EU. This feels like an NA build. Europe, what are you doing?
Sometimes I am a
supposed to
great hit
You're supposed to
EU.
be better than us. This is like. I have to show this to one of my friends. Okay, the Spore is down. Mirror Manning has 12 drones. His
And no minerals.
his
You
overlords.
can't make Broodlords.
His overlords are getting killed. A Ling has finally been made. Corruptors are out. He could make one Broodlord. I'm sure that will be very helpful against the fast-moving Hellions. As well as the Corruptors, the unit that is famous for its ability to attack the ground.
Cool.
Like,
And-
and also she knows he's making broods, so she could just make a shit ton of Vikings and win.
Yes. Add on like 2 starports.
Yeah.
Like, make lots of Marines.
Yeah, make a lot of
Dude,
Marines, make
wow.
a lot of Vikings, and boom, you win. Like, I guess he could come over and pee on the buildings. Yeah, she's just
Sure.
making a shit ton of. She's making 4 barracks here in a starport. Like, look,
That's
those
a
are just
lot.
gonna get shredded. Like, you have no upgrades on these. She's got what, +1? Yeah, she's got +1 and stim. And any GGs. What the fuck was that? What was I looking at? Jesus.
I think this is a
Christ.
gold 3 player who is just trying to have fun on the ladder. I guess we can respect Mirror Manning for that.
I guess. All right. What
My
do
eyes.
we want to do next? I guess let's do the next. And let's do the next Madman match. This one's like 11 minutes. I think that's good. How's this one's 20 minutes?
Usually the menu gets replays mixed up. Like I saw that I played a 40-minute game, and apparently the replay mistaken 40 minutes for 2 minutes instead. The guy instantly left for no reason. Because they
Yeah.
don't know what StarCraft 2 is doing. Oh, Curious Minds. Wonderful.
Alright, so in the bottom right we have Madman as the purple Protoss. And in the bottom left we have, or top right we have, what are directions? In the top left we have Jenny as the Cyan Terran.
I don't know anything about these directions, you say, but I just know my favorite color is Protoss.
Did I say that he was the Protoss? Or are you just memeing?
I'm just being funny.
I don't know, I'm tired. I was gonna take a nap.
I tired. I'm dead.
Hi, Dad. What? When did you come back from getting cigarettes?
What? No. I just got this wonderful thing of Yoo-hoos. Would you like some, son?
I would like some Yoo-hoos, yes, please. I need to get early onset diabetes at age 10. Alright, probe's making its way across the map, heading into the natural. Gonna bump into that awkwardly into that SCV. Now that SCV knows what it's like to be an Ultralist surrounded by Lings. Just tripping over itself like I'd like to think the Ultralisks are like, they're just like really like polite. They're just like not wanting to step on their comrades. It's like, oh,
Have you ever seen Carbot Studios? Those animations?
Yeah, I've seen all of the StarCraft animations.
I need to rewatch those.
One of my favorites is the Brood War one, where an Ultralisk charges up and does an attack and kills a single Marine. it's like, yeah, that was a dumb. That was dumb.
Ultralists are actually very stupid things.
Yeah. Why would you make Ultralisks when you can make Lurkers for him? I say that there's like plenty of good reasons to make an Ultralisk versus a Lurker.
Well, I mean, if it's mass Marines.
Yeah, yeah, like it depends on the situation, but like in most situations, it's like you should just make Lurkers because they're really fucking good. It's like it burrows, it does a ton of damage, it requires detection to even attack. Like the only downside of Lurkers is like, I guess that Ultralists have more health, but like.
Even though Ultralists are known as like the tanky unit, right? They have lots of armor.
Yeah, and you can upgrade them to +3.
Die.
Yeah, like if you got like, I mean, granted, like siege tanks are gonna do, and other anti-armor units are gonna do a lot to Lurkers too, but they can't see them if they're burrowed until you get detection. So it's like, it's way harder for whatever you're fighting.
Terran by then should be like on 5,000 orbitals.
Sure, but that's like still something they have to manually do that takes away from their like other micro. Like that, like, you know, depending on the skill level, you only have so much APM to go around, and that unbuildable plate's gonna get destroyed. But so it's just like, it's another thing that Terran has to remember to do, and if they screw it up, then like they're in trouble. But like, I don't know, like even then, there's stuff you could still do as a Zerg. Like, you position your Lurkers properly, they're not going to get attacked. Or they'll try to attack them and then they'll fail. It's like, oh, you scanned? Too bad I cast Blinding Cloud all over your tanks so they can't attack anything. Or I yoinked your Liberator and killed them.
Wait, are you talking about Brood War?
No, oh, sorry, I meant, I was talking about SC2 again. But yeah, like, Brood War's another thing. Like, I don't know. Yeah. I know, like, Lurkers are...
Blinding Cloud is in Brood War. Like,
yeah, no, Blinding
I don't know
Cloud,
if you watched ASL or not, but like, dang. I really want to get into Brood War.
I know there's a thing called Coach Pro League, where like it's North American players playing Brood War and teaching people. They just started season 7, but you might do late signups or just like do practice games with people. I just Brood War just looks really like a lot of the quality of life and features in StarCraft 2 look much more interesting to me. I like how fast StarCraft feels. Brood War feels relatively slow and clunky in comparison.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, don't get me wrong, Brood War's a great game. It's just like, in terms of my personal preference, I'd rather play the new thing that feels better to play, in my opinion. Like I've seen some people argue Brood War is harder, and it's like, Brood War is not harder. Brood War in many ways is more tedious, and that's what StarCraft 2 tried to improve upon that, and I think it did for the most part. I think there's plenty of balance problems with StarCraft 2 that don't exist in Brood War, but like the amount of effort it takes to do something in Brood War versus StarCraft 2 when it's a comparable task is like, the gulf is wide. So far everything looks pretty normal. Like, nothing too weird has happened yet.
Well, most people argue that that's the charm. Another thing about Brood War is the balance.
Yeah, like, so, I've seen people, like, people argued even early on, like, even, like, basically, like, Brood War's more balanced than SC2, and I see where they're coming from, but at the same time, it's like, okay, what do you have to do to enjoy that balance? You have to get good at a lot of really tedious mechanics that aren't really fun.
Are you serious, Madman? You're just gonna die to a 3-Rex?
He's pulling his probes.
Survive this without a battery.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you're going to clean it up, but like at what cost? Actually, you're not even gonna clean it up. Actually, yes, you are.
21 probes died. I mean, he's almost 9 workers behind, so like it could be a lot worse, but that's a rough situation.
And I mean, I would totally change my build order in Terran versus Protoss if this is how much damage you could do. Like, Madman, seriously, what are you doing?
Alright, the third CC hasn't been upgraded. Okay, now it's getting. I was gonna say this hasn't been upgraded or moved yet. Stalkers are gonna jump on that. Well, there's a lot of bio here too, though. That's a lot of.
This is the push that Madman wanted, just couldn't get.
Jesus. And
then it's too late because Stem was early.
Yeah.
And Stalkers suck against Stem.
Yeah. I don't know. I know you can use Stalkers against Bio. It just requires you to be very good about your blink and your micro.
Well, the thing about Stalkers versus Bio is Stalkers outrange all the Bio units, so you can infinitely stutter step. Right?
Please either get Archons or please get Storm, my guy.
Oh yes, and Madman has a bad time getting Splash. I don't know why. Protoss just loves its Splash.
I mean, I think part of that is because, like, what I remember reading from Winter's thing is, like, part of the reason they have so much splash damage is, one, the game's pathfinding is built heavily around, like, units clustering together, like flocking, which is just part of the movement AI. And then on top of that, you have the fact that the gateway units in the game are kind of shitty. Like, let's be real, the strength of the gateway units is you can warp them in anywhere, and very quickly. That's the strength of Protoss. The problem is, as a result, all of your gateway units are kind of weak. On their own, they're not that strong. They need to be reinforced by late game units. Or you need to build a lot of warp gates so you can just keep warping them in on a regular cycle, so that doesn't matter how many you throw away.
Supply block.
Yeah, he is supply blocked at 86 too. But it looks like he's going to move out anyway, right as his upgrades are finishing. Concussive Shells looks like he's going to wrap up for Jenny, but she's got a nice bio ball here. No Medivacs, really, to speak of, unfortunately. But I guess she would heavy focused on the racks, so like it kind of makes sense.
I think Terran just dominates in this push, just because of that early 3-Rex, right?
Yeah, she's just so ahead of him on like everything right now, except upgrades, I guess. He's caught up with that.
Past each other.
She's like got almost double his workers. She's gonna take out that shield, and she's in a really good position here. He's got a blink on top of those tanks. Does he even have blink? He does, but this is bad. He's just fighting up ramp. I don't think that shield's working out less well as he hoped it would.
That's some decent force fields,
All
but
right,
like,
he does hold, but like, I mean, look.
what cost?
Look at this. 6,400 lost. It's like you've lost so much. That was
Terran has a
a
third
potentially game-ending push that you
thing.
had there, and you had to go back home because otherwise you would have lost the game.
Madman has done absolutely no damage. 6 racks is coming down.
Jeez, yeah, 2 more racks. Medevacs are now in play, which means this is going to be a lot harder. I don't think he has any idea this army is over here.
That's not enough, Protoss.
Yeah, that is
enough
he's
splash.
getting a lot of SCVs to his credit, but yeah, these are going to get killed. I'm surprised that this
Nah.
all didn't die. Oh, the tank, no!
But what?
Stalkers get killed, though. Or Zealots, excuse me. But yeah, 17 workers went down. That's not great. Now Madman has even workers. Yay.
Yay,
He's
but
just down
I think,
2 bases.
like, look at the army difference.
Yeah, the army difference ain't great. She could just A move across, and it looks like what she's gonna do. She's just gonna A move across the map, try to take out his third that he doesn't have. Why did she stim into that? She doesn't even know it's there.
I don't know. Force of habit.
Probably. Oh, she should have probably just walked up there. See, that's where you would want to stim up, I think. Like, stim into the natural where you know there's gonna be shit.
Why Madman didn't replace shield batteries, I don't know. Like, that's way too much there.
Yeah, he probably just forgot.
GG.
Alright, that's the GG's. Let me check on some stuff real quick. Okay, I guess we got time for like, I think 1 more, and then I think I might call it a night. Also noticed after I posted my schedule, I got like a lot of the times completely wrong, so I'm like, oops. Some of these were put at the completely wrong time. Okay. Okay, I'll see you later. Thanks for joining on the call. Alright, got Madman in the top right as the purple Protoss, and in the bottom left as the Cyan Terran, we have Fatal. Alright, Rax is going up, Pylon's going down. So far, so good. Alright, probe making its way into the main of the Terran. Getting a little bit of a scout off here. Gonna see the Rax finish up. Nexus is down for Madman, or going down for Madman. We got Cybercore on the way, Assimilator. got the second CC. No additional racks yet. Supply Depot is going to wrap up in a bit though. Second gateway going down. Stalker finishes warping in. Warp gate's on the way. Another 2 racks are on the way. So it looks like we're doing another 3 racks. I don't know if the goal of this set was to, you know, just see how well Madman can deal with 3 racks, but it seems like a lot of them were just 3 racks. Racks are finishing up. Got an Engie Bay about to wrap up here. Oh, it's at the top. We've got not a lot of SCVs, if we're being honest. We got some missile turrets going down. Madman finishes up with a Twilight Council, starts chronoing your Blink Stalkers. Warp Gate's gonna finish up in a second. We got 2 more Stalkers about to finish warping in. He's got some static defense in his main. Got some Marines sitting out here in the front. Stim and Combat Shield are on the way. Mules dropping down. Got a robotics facility wrapping up, more pylons going down. We got a shield battery going down. Another rack's going down. Jesus, so many. Four racks. Third CC going down. We got a decent sized bio army here. Combat Shield is wrapping up here, same time as Blink. Got the third Nexus warping in from Madman. What else we got here? Looks like Madman's got both of his gases. Looks like Jetty is about to go grab her second gas to the main, excuse me. We got Infantry Weapons level 1, we're about to wrap up here in a second. Charge lots on the way for Madman. The third Nexus going to finish warping in a second. We got a Robo Bay on the way. I assume we're going to see Colossi. Madman probably has an idea what's about to happen. I hope he sees those. Hope he saw those Marines on the way, because they're going to do a lot of damage here against his Stalkers. He does have a bit of static defense here, so he probably is going to hold okay. Yeah, shield battery overcharge going down, and it looks like Jenny's just going to lose all her Marines here, unfortunately. Not enough to really deal with all these Stalkers. Too much static defense. Should have probably tried to check to see if the third was there and gone for that instead. She probably could have killed it, or at least gotten rid of some of the probes. More bio coming out. We got a factory going down. Oh, excuse me. Sorry for all the yawns. Yeah, we got extended thermal lance on the way. Charge lots that we're going to wrap up in a little bit. More pylons going down. 2 forges. We got +1 armor on the way from Jenny. We have a lot of bio massing out near the main. We have the third CC flying over here to take this, the third. We got this observer just vibing out here, seeing kind of everything that's happening. If Madman's looking at his mini-map. We see a large soccer army making its way across the map. Blink is involved, but there are no all-army upgrades, so I am worried that Jenny's going to be able, for Madman's sake, I'm worried Jenny's going to be able to hold this just fine. She doesn't really have any tanks, but she does have a pretty decent-sized army. She does have stim. She's going to have that armor upgrade finishing up here in a couple seconds. Not really a great time for Madman. A lot of mules are getting dropped, and oh, those stalkers are going to do a lot of damage. Jenny is not paying attention to her minimap. Gotta get in there and stim. It looks like the base is going to go down. Repairs are starting. Oh, barely saves that base. Madman is forced to blink away. Sacrifices a couple of stalkers to save the rest. Alright, we have Colossi getting chronoed out. We've got an Immortal and a Colossus already. The remains of the Stalker army make their way to rally up third with a bunch of Zealots and the robots. Alright, we got more Warpins here. This time some more Zealots. We got a lot of static defense at the third here. We got +1/+1 on the way from Madman. We have +2 attack on the way from Jenny. For infantry, we got a starport on the way. Either player has really a lot of map vision, especially Madman, which is a little concerning. He does have a pretty good spot here with his observer. He is seeing a lot of units get made and come out. Looks like he's going to follow it to go check the and see the full army here at the third. Puts his observer into position. We got more mules dropping. We got concussive shells finishing up here. Madman's grabbing his fourth. I'm kind of surprised, but I guess he knows his opponent isn't moving out. So that's, he has an idea of what's going on. Right, it looks like Jenny's army is about to move out here. Madman is just keeping busy at us. Okay, we got a lot of static defense going down here. 4 shield batteries at the fourth. Jenny scans the third, sees the army, starts pulling back. I don't know if she realizes she's being followed by the observer yet. She has +1/+1 finishes for Madman. He starts on +2/+2. He's got Templar Archive about to finish up here in a little bit. Probably going to start making Archons or start researching Storm. +2 weapons is almost done for Jenny, followed by +2 armor. Going to finish in a bit here. And vehicle weapons level 1 is on the way. We have Medivacs on the way for Jenny finally. I say that we have a couple already, but a couple more wouldn't hurt, to say the least. This is a big Protoss army here. Hopefully these tanks can get sieged in time. And they don't. A lot of those tanks going down, which means a lot of not great fighting for our Terran, but there's just so much bio, there's not really anything Madman can do about it. He's trying to do his best to kite back here and engage with the Colossi, but if he's got to, I think he doesn't have time to recall. He's just got to take this and just kill everything he can. He's going to lose all these units anyway. He's warping in more Zealots at the fourth here, and he's got a Templar trying to fight in the static defense, but he could really use a shield battery overcharge to just help prolong this a little bit, but the DPS is too high. Terran is doing a lot of damage. Kills the Colossus. We're going to see a lot of Zealots come in, but they're getting hit by the concussive shells. The shield batteries are doing their best to try and keep the Protoss units alive, and it looks like he's barely going to hold, but he's lost just so much here. Like, he's lost like 1,100 more than his opponent. He's lost a lot of units. Well, technically Jenny's lost more units, but he's not that much ahead in terms of economy. He could really stand to the expense of his money. He's getting Storm. +2/+2 is going to finish up for him soon. Jenny's getting +3 infantry weapons, +1 vehicle weapons, and +2 vehicle weapons and +1 air weapons. Now that Storm's going to finish up, I'm going to imagine we're going to see a lot more Templar. A lot of gateways being made. We got 6 gateways on the way. That's going to bring Madman up to 12. More Colossi coming out. We've got double Robos producing Colossi. Madman taking a line base with his 5th here. Very interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about him taking a base on his opponent's side. I feel like Jenny's going to see that pretty easily, but if he can get enough static defense down before she realizes what's happening, I think she's going to hold it just fine. We got more racks coming in from Jenny here, but Madman's got a lot of production. He's got a lot of money. It's just a question of, can he take the engagements he needs to win this game, I think. We got +3 weapons and +3 armor on the way from Madman. We got some Archons getting merged here. We have Immortals on the way. He's going to have a really big army here, and I'm worried that there's just too much bio here and not enough tanks. Now, I think if the tanks can get good position, it'll help a lot, and there isn't really a lot of anti-air here like there was before with the Stalkers, so now Jenny's not going to have to worry so much about these Vikings, and they're going to be able to do a lot of damage against these Colossi. The Archons are really the only anti-air that's there. These Stalkers are just swarming all over the tanks. Unfortunate for Jenny. She's trying to target fire here, but it looks like it's just too little too late. We got more Archons getting merged here. 5 Archons on the way. A lot of workers are going down, but it looks like Jenny's just gonna survive this until the Archons come to reinforce. She's pulling back. She's losing a couple Vikings. Vehicle weapons level 2s finishes up. Losing, I think, those tanks was like the biggest mistake there. Just not great positioning by Jenny. I think she could have stayed on the high ground a little bit and pulled back if she needed to. Madman's going to start trying to expand again, putting down more pylons. +3/+3 is going to finish up here in a minute for Jenny. A little bit before Madman. It looks like they might get armor at the same time. A planetary is getting upgraded here from Jenny at the 4th. We got +2 vehicle weapons on the way as well. Air weapons, +3 vehicle weapons, excuse me. Let's see how it goes. There's a lot of medevacs. There is a lot of charge lots getting warped in here, moving up to the 3rd or the 4th. We have another base getting warped in by Madman here, another 5th. Or a 6, I should say. I don't know. Ground armor and weapons level 3 finished up for Madman. We got disruptors on the way, more observers. We have a dark shrine, a lot more pylons going down. He's starting to get shield upgrades too, which he is pretty much out of stuff to get for his units, so it makes sense. He's attacking very heavily on the 5th here. 5th's gonna go down. Madman's warping in more units. And meanwhile, Jenny is making her way up, and she's going to be fighting on ramp, which is not good. Some disruptor balls go off. They hit quite a few Marines here. The tanks were not sieged, so they're not really performing optimally in that fight. The Marines are doing their best to deal with all of these Archons, but they are Archons. They're going to do bonus damage to pretty much everything here except the tanks and the medevacs and the Vikings. I think she's just going to have to pull back. The Vikings are taking quite a few hits here. Disruptor ball goes off, misses. Match still has a few more minutes left in this, if I remember correctly. It's probably gonna be our last one of the night. It's starting to get a little late, and I'm starting to get a little tired. Alright, got another big bio army coming up here. This time, Jenny is surpassing Madman in that regard. They're pretty even on workers. I would say, like, they're pretty... like, she does technically have, like, a lot of the same upgrades. I don't know how you evenly compare this because, like, she's getting air and vehicle weapon upgrades. But in terms of their ground army alone, their weapon upgrades are functionally identical. See how this goes here. Madman had observers paired with her army, so he knew exactly where she was the whole time. These disruptors might get off some fat hits here unless Jenny can mech them properly. Loses a couple Marines, but it looks like she's going to do just fine. Ends up shredding these disruptors. Madman's being forced to fight up ramp, and while those charge lots are doing a lot of damage and cleaning up a lot here, it looks like they might... Oh, no, they're losing a lot here. They might hold. It looks like all of the Zealots are gone, but there's more coming in from behind, but there's more Marines too. The Marines are getting eaten up. And I think the rest of these bio units are going to get cleaned up by Madman. Unfortunate for him. The Colossi get, unfortunate for Jenny, but the Colossi get landed. More disruptors are here. They are kind of sitting there out in the open. Another disruptor shot goes off, but it's killed before the ball can finish up. Another disruptor shot. Oh, a lot of stuff goes down, but the Viking ends up cleaning it out. Viking gets killed by some charge lots. More bio is on the way. More tanks are shelling. Bio gets eliminated, Jenny holds. Ultimately, with just a handful of bio units left, there is still observers following here. Tanks unsiege. Bunch of DTs getting warped in somewhere. Jesus. Or was that? Oh, those were all at the fifth. No, that was the fourth. Anyway. DTs are just sticking towards the third, it looks like. Which is relatively mined out, so I'm not sure how I feel about that. It's pretty deep into the territory. I'm guessing we're going to see one more push from either player, and that's going to decide how things go based on how that fight ends up. We got more Colossi on the way. Mammoth has a significantly smaller army than Jenny does here. She has just an incredible amount of production. She's got 11 racks versus... and she's got the econ to back it up. She's been able to take a lot of really good trades here. This fourth base here is entirely undefended. DT's getting absolutely shredded now that the detection is on. All but 2 DTs go down. A bunch of Zealots get warped in. I'm hoping they're not going to try to charge up ramp there. A lot of probes going to go down here trying to escape and take all their minerals back home. 17 probes die, unfortunately. This time the font's normal. Ha, that was weird. More reinforcements coming in for Jenny. Archons merging. Nice big push and a scan. A lot of these gateway units are going down, and they're all pretty much all going to go down before the Colossi can show up. Some static defense with the battery overcharged, but it's not really able to do that much. And we got the Damn. We got the Kendrick Lamar album from Madman. We get his third base getting absolutely shredded here, and the GGs.
Those were a lot of good matches. Both players did very good, I think.
Wasn't as good as the cast my games. I'm tired, Blarg. I gotta stop here, man. I'm sorry. I'll cast you next time. I am going to end things here. I'm gonna see if I can find someone to raid real quick. Feels strong, man. Why does that get replaced for me? It's showing up in the chat above me, but it's not showing up in my chat window in OBS. Excuse me. Alright, who's streaming? Who is streaming the StarCraft? Looks like a lot of people are streaming the StarCraft. Let us send... I thought Dave was streaming. Oh, he is Dave. Dave is streaming. He's doing some ladder stuff. Let's just go right, Dave. Raid. Alright, y'all. I will see you on Thursday. We'll be doing a normal ladder stream that day. I might try to cast some replays in the middle of that too. But I hope you all have a fantastic day. I'm sorry for being late. I just had to eat, and